What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games here, and today, oof, it's cold. My head's so cold now. Yeah, I chopped it all off. That's what you guys tuned in for, to hear about my haircut. Anyway, I am going to look back through the Twitter tonight, the one that matters, the Japanese one, and we're just going to do a little roadmap of what we should be able to expect. So yeah, I've already rolled back through the JP Twitter from about 3 months ago. Obviously we know what's coming with I talked about the Summerfest, so we'll start with that. I'm not going to go too detailed into things like I am right now. But I'm just going to basically point out things that are coming. And there's one thing, I realized this while looking through this with Hutch the other day, and I mean, this is fairly obvious anyway, but we are so close to 3 months behind JP, and there don't seem to be any. They've claimed to be done with crunching. They didn't say it 100% that I recall, but I believe they're comfortable with where we're at. I thought they were going to get closer, but 3 months is not a bad time. Gives them time for their one localization guy to localize, as well as, to know that something's coming in 6 months is not so exciting. To know something is around the corner in 3 months, I like that a lot more. When you hear about a blossom, a few weeks ago the DQ3 stuff got blossomed. That's exciting because that's not that far, So anyway, I don't mind being 3 months behind. Anyway, yeah, so what I'm getting at is when you see these dates, 8/19, add 3 months to them, okay? That would be 9/19. Okay, this is landing up for us 9/16, so it's exactly 3 days over where we are as far as calendar date goes, just month to month. So I know not every month is exactly 30 days, whatever. I'm saying, if you want to know about the week that something's going to happen, if you're scrolling through the JP Twitter, if you know when an event started, etc. in JP, just add 3 months. That's about when we're going to get it. So, like I said. So yeah, the 16th we're going to get these the same day as not part 3. Part 3 is on the 6th for DQ3. We're going to get the Summerfest. First banner unit is Jessica. By the way, I'm not going to point out all the free-to-play units and whatnot, and pretty sure I pointed out every banner. I might have missed one. So when these events come closer, I will talk more about them. Sometime next week, I'll get you guys something about what to expect in Summerfest. So look, I didn't find every important thing to point out, but we're going to go through a bunch of slides. And some of them I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to try to point out things to watch out for to get screwed on, because it's Chase fucking Games. And I'm going to tell you when you should be pissed at Square, and then you guys will not care and then keep buying things. Alright, so they got this, is this something they already got? This hit 8/24. Oh, no. Okay, so this, they got this a week after. This looks like part 2, or maybe sometime shortly before part 2 of the Summerfest. This is just a login bonus gift. 10 herbs, 30,000 gold, and 60 skips. So make sure we get that. They had another lottery, like the one where you earn the cards and then you take a guess. So that happened there, so we can expect that sometime during Summerfest. They didn't skip us on the last one. So part 2 of Summerfest will have a banner unit, Seraphy. Talked about her. She's going to have a multi-heal that gives a stack of breath resistance, which is relatively unique. There are... somebody pointed out, I believe there's one... I think the Ice Golem can grant breath resistance to other units. There are a very small handful of units that have some breath resistance, but as far as a meaningful way to add breath resistance, she has a multi-heal that does it, so she could be quite valuable. I think she's also going to do a pretty decent amount of Frizz spell, Marshall, I can't recall. I don't know if she's going to be pretty good or awesome. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's Seraphy, so she's going to have a stronger version of Helper Seraphy, but it's going to be limited to 3 times, I believe. So she's going to be a different kind of healer. You know, that might sound. She's not going to infinitely heal 100 damage, but she's going to give 3 more relevant heals. I believe it's 3. Anyway, so this was a fall campaign. So again, this would hit, you know, if you take 3 months and 3 days off this is the December 3rd. We have our Thank You Festival, Thank You, hitting late November. Maybe this will have something to do with it. Okay. It's going to have daily missions with a stamina grass and login bonuses where you can get 3,000 gems and other items. Okay. Let's see. This might be important. I think the first lotto answer followed what JP did, and then the other 2 did not. Anyway, this was the result of the first lotto. It was Seract 3 and Monin 1. I guess there were 2 of them at the same time. Let's see. What's this? This is the login bonuses for the Autumn Fest. I think some of these are scrolls. You got gold. Gems were the last day, I guess. There's going to be a part 3 of story that's going to start on, for them it was the 13th, so you could say this was December 10th. Again, if we stick to exactly 3 days and 3 months behind, so mid-December, okay? There's going to be another part of story. These are the units that are farmable within it. They do, I appreciate this, they point out the 2 units that are new. So there's an A rank, that's a Manticore, right? That looks like a Manticore to me. Do I already have one called that? And then another, I think this dude's in the game. I think this dude is in the game, but maybe he's not farmable in story. I could be wrong though. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Okay. If you did not fully farm this guy and maybe you regret it or something, this guy could prove useful. It's a cover tank, so cover tank. And oh, you know what? Actually, Damselfly being added, kind of a big deal. If you were stupid and only took him to 4 hearts, and then you realized that all those guys were right, that he is pretty good in arena. So I think I will probably do that. So, and newer players can fill in some missing parts of their roster. You don't need to farm these guys up necessarily, but go for a copy, get that mastery rank, get that completion bonus so you can feel good about yourself. Okay, also, same day, whenever we get this new story, they added another, this has to be a Blossom Road. So this is just another S-rank weapon. And if it's like the other ones, they seem to have added and now come with a level that will let you gain experience for any of the units available to use on that Blossom Road. So I've not researched it yet, but hopefully there is another XP stage, because the Blossom Road main stages do not grant experience. Again, same day. So the new story is going to come with a lot of honestly, it's more like a content, a game update, however you would call that. It's also going to come with 10 more Blossom Doors. So, no, I've not looked at any strategies on this. There will be, obviously, as all content, there's going to be guides in JP. So, I mean, if you're really forward-thinking, maybe you want to look at some of the Japanese guys and guides and see what units they're using and whatnot, especially on the early doors, since you can't get to the later ones without the early doors first. But perhaps they're using units that are you have, but you need to blossom them first. So that could add priority to things that maybe you weren't thinking of. Anyway, I have also no idea if this is going to add any more You know, going through 10 Blossom doors does not give you an insane amount of Blossom materials. I do not know if this is going to be increased. You know, if it's going to be more drops per door compared to the first 40. That would be really nice. So we'll find out about that. So again, 9/13. That's December 10th for us, mid-December, which is also Silver Week. I don't believe they skipped Silver Week on us last year. I'm fairly certain they didn't. I wasn't here for it though. I was on my break then. But yeah, it's gonna have a banner. It's the big draw is a banner. They're gonna give us 30 tickets overall, I believe. Enough for they're gonna give us 3 multis, and if you get all silver tickets, no gold, no S, you will get a ticket that gives you, I believe it's another multi that guarantees an S. I don't know anything about the pool or whatnot. We'll talk about that when it gets closer. It also, again, same date. So, mid-December is actually it's going to be a big month next month. So this stuff is all just over a month away. This is, that's the Silver Week banner. You can see the pool there. They're adding in DQ10 stuff, I believe. Yeah, so remember what they had on the celebration, add in DQ10. That is also Nemian, they're calling it in the translation, or maybe that's the English name. I think Hanuman. This is the dude that's going to have full breath resistance for 3 turns. So you're gonna really want that guy. I still don't necessarily suggest spending gems on normal banners, but that guy's gonna be really tempting, and you're gonna really hate not having him. But that's damn near everything. So that is the 3rd banner in the future, after the Sage, of course, not including the Sage. This I've talked about before in another video. This is, I don't know if this also drops on the 13th. This is a 15,000 gem banner, you know, one time only, of course, that has a guaranteed S on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th stamp. And once again, it is the same as the standard celebration pool. I think that's what I'll call it, the celebration pool, when they don't have any general pool units. So I believe this is no general pool, and it's going to go up to DQ10. So just a little bit better, because, you know, the DQ10 units, I believe the Anlucias are pretty strong. Not crazy, but they're pretty strong. And then, well, really it doesn't matter. It's the fact that it has CGM. That's the huge win, honestly. Not that the Anlucias are bad. I don't know. I'm not crazy about them. Alright. Oh, there'll be a special mission with it. So I believe that's all the 13. There's a lot of stuff for this. Let's see. Yep, that's still the 13th. So this is their training support campaign. Experience points and friend participation rate. That means recruitment, I believe. So double experience and double recruit rates, probably in story. Yeah, in story. I don't know if it'll include the new one. Although honestly, they've done that before. It might be new story. I can't tell you for sure. The rewards for rank up quests will be tripled. Okay, that is good. So September 13th. If you've got temporary stamina herbs right now, I hope that you didn't blow them, because they will still be good for this. They should be. And actually, you know what? I've got the game pulled up right now. When do our temporary stamina herbs run out? That is a new screen. Why did it... God. The game runs so shitty on my device. If we get any temporary stamina herbs that are good until past mid-December, you're gonna want to keep them for triple rank mats, in my opinion. The only exception is, and we'll touch on it, the event after this will have, it's going to be a fig thing, okay? Figs and maps, you know, like DQ9 and that dream event. So it's, yeah, there. If you think that tomes, or sorry, fragments, farming awakening fragments are more important than triple rank mats, I don't know, guys. That will be a month later, but As far as temporary stamina herbs, you're definitely going to want to save them for this. Okay. Can you finally... Yeah. These are good for 42 days. No, okay. So the temporary stamina herbs we have right now are very unlikely to make it then. Alright, so 9/27. So for us, this is Christmas Eve. Approximately when we'll get it. Do not say, Chase Games said we're going to get it exactly on Christmas Eve. That is when it's projected, okay? By me, a guy that has the knowledge of rolling back through the Japanese Twitter. That's it. Anyway, this guy's going to be a free-to-play S-rank, and it sounds like you're going to want to farm him. Definitely Max Awaken. Almost everything good you need Max Awaken now, because they actually have real perks on the 5th Awakening now. Yeah, this guy looks like he's going to be really awesome. He's got a high chance of locking moves, I believe. Something like that. It looks like he's going to be stupid in some fights. So you're definitely going to want that guy. What was this? Oh, there's another large-scale battle with, you know, that you can take up to 8 members on, like Zoma's Castle. Rewards are event-limited S-rank armor ribbons, and which I believe is it's going to add a small amount of resistance to all status ailments. Could be really good. And ranking rewards that receive titles and gems. Oh yeah, they're I saved the slide. There's going to be titles added. Let me see. Kakshwar, yeah, this is what I was talking about. So, this will by the way, so Silver Week, what was all that stuff? That was all starting 9/13, and this is so Silver Week is about 2 weeks. Okay, yeah, Silver Week is 2 weeks. It was for JP rather. All right, so yeah, that's the fig farming's going to start with the Brave Exvius crossover. And what did I say? All right. So yeah, the fig farming's going to start like 2 weeks before triple rank mats. So use your judgment there. Yeah, so the part 1 gacha is whatchamacallit, Bama. And this is his stamp card. I've talked about this before. I still don't suggest summoning on these because it's going to be exactly like die. Any of you guys happy that you went big on die banners? They're not past the point of being useful, but for average players, where you get them at 1 awakening and then you pray that they become more useful after you get more awakenings during anniversaries and when they blossom and stuff, that's not going to happen for die units, it looks like. It came out over a year ago, so if that was their slot on the calendar, we've passed it. That is when we got... apparently, September in Japan is crossover month. That's how it's been so far. And... no adding die units back into the game, no blossoming them in them. It seems to be a licensing thing, so whether it is worth gems in the long run to chase these things is very questionable. So it's definitely a risk, okay? So I do not suggest throwing gems at these. But this is the kind of stamp card that we should have all the time. No questions. This is not too much. But yeah, you'll see some extra S cards. If this is tempting you, make sure you pay close attention, okay? The first stamp card is not as good as the second and third. There is essentially a missing S rank. Although, oh, I'm sorry, they added in a typelet or an all types B. Oh, okay. So they try to the guaranteed A is nice. They try to make it look like they're E. Oh, they're so. Anyway, let me see. This is also part 1 of Brave Exvius. There's 300 gem login bonus and 40 Bahamut tickets. Okay, I believe they give them to you at once. So you do get, it says there's going to be more gifts. So you are going to get a decent amount. I don't know if they still put 10 in the shop. So, I mean, look, it's not like I'm not you're not likely to get Bahamut with free tickets, but at least they're giving you a chance. The A rank, the Cactuar, pretty nice, and I believe he has a nice perk at Third Awakening. So if you can get that banner A rank to Third Awaken, that would be pretty sweet. This is, again, it's a crossover, so there's going to be another special orb, which is nice, so that free-to-play S rank should be taking this, as well as the other banner units, so that's nice at least. It's still not enough value to say, oh yeah, you want those. Another 500 gem, paid gem only, Tact card, so, you know, basically one multi in tickets, and 50,000 gold, so those are usually worth picking up. Let's see. Introducing updates. Yeah, this is the slide I mentioned here. They're adding a title function, and a function that allows you to add a reservation icon to the party you plan to challenge in the guild tournament. I like this a lot. I don't know if there's other things on this list here. If you're very interested, go ahead and capture the screen and Google Translate it yourself. I don't have time. My God, we're already 21 minutes in. This is part 2. A rank is, I don't know, Bomb. And there is a Phoenix. It's got like a evasion, I think. And I think it has Indomitable Spirit. Could be pretty strong. No HP, though. This one, they're going to give us 30 tickets to summon on. So, that's nice. Also, let me see. So, that is... What's the date on this? Okay. I guess this is going with the next event. 10/18. What else happened 10/18? Okay, 10/18 is part 3 of the Brave Exvius event. So part 3 of that is when they got the DQ7 added to Reminiscence and those Blossoms. They're actually all awesome. I think they're all awesome. I've not seen them on paper. I think they all look amazing. Maribel is going to... she's going to be a really interesting character. She's going to do a lot of spell damage, especially if you're doing that, if you're going 2, 3, 4 rounds or more. Because she's going to stack her spell damage every time she attacks with a spell. So 25% buff, essentially, after Blossoming. Rafa is going to hit hard, and he's going to have amazing range. And this dude is just going to be a real pain to take down. Counterattack chance, heals himself with that counterattack potentially. He's got a 40% chance to counterattack at range, so if he counterattacks, he's going to heal himself too, and not a paltry amount of damage either. So that and anything with Indomitable Spirit is awesome, but he has 65 points, so. This seemed to be just something that they gave out with part 3. This was just a bunch of boss type, Dark Lord type rank up materials, including 10 crystals. I'm usually pretty good on these, but I'm never gonna... You go through a lot of Dark Lord Awakening rank up mats, so that's nice. I just kind of point that out to make sure that we don't get screwed on that, hopefully. Although, honestly, it's rank... I don't know. Let me see. This was campaigns that they got with part 3, so I'm seeing a double story mode drops, item drop. I don't know about units. It looks like it's going to have a rank mats double campaign. Can't say for sure. And let's see. A double story hard mode drop. So that's 10/19. So we got one right now. It lasts 8 days. 10/19 would be mid-January, like January 16th. So, yeah, I mean, we're near the end here. This is almost 3 months away still. This is 2.5 months. It looks like double gold in some stages there. Hard to say. I'm not gonna fuss too much. Part 3 is Omega. This dude looks like they're holding a gun to your head, and they're like, yeah, we know that you know that these banners are a bad idea to spend gens on. But you better friggin' do it, because this guy has a spell reflect shield and evasion for physical and martial. The only thing that you can hit him with, guaranteed, yeah, he has a 40% physical evasion rate, so you have a 60% chance to hit him with martial and physical. If you're talking about taking this guy on, though, you can't count on... But you have to bring breath. He has to bring breath. He also resists all element but zap. Sorry. So you got to hit him with breath, and it's got to be typeless or zap. His HP pool is kind of small. Relatively small. I believe 872. This is base. Okay, so this is 0 hearts here. But yeah, I mean, this guy's got some great range. He's got a 5-tile. I think that's typeless. And this is, I think that's spell. Yeah, that's a spell. This one's martial. Okay, you see here, I know it's very small. I'm not going to... Oh, I can blow it up. Yeah, it's going to hit... It's like a fan, okay? But you got an extra row here. So 1, okay, hits the square right in front. And then 3, 3, 3. Okay, it goes 4 tiles back. Okay, so, and again, he resists all element but zap. Obviously, typeless won't be affected by that. And then, his third awakening gives him something like Fallen Angel Corvus, where each target he hits is going to give him a 1-turn damage buff. Or damage increase. Yeah, attack increase. Whatever. So, yeah. He's gonna be pretty sick. Again, just yet another unit that you will hate not having. But again, it's a crossover. They're also going to give us 30 login tickets for him. So, fingers crossed. Hopefully, most of us will get one of these guys. But you know, that's 100 tickets for free overall, not including anything potentially in a shop. Do not get excited, guys. 100 tickets does not mean anything. There's another 500 paid gem Tact card here, so that's good. So that's 2 of them for part 3, or for Brave Exvius crossover. And then we are almost caught up. So this is 1027, which was like last week. So this is 3 months. This would be January 24th for us, around there, you know, so late January. This is the Halloween Fest. I clicked this first. I've talked about this banner. This is the only S ranks in here, okay? It's still the standard S rank rate, but there's no general pool, and it's not a celebration pool either, okay? It's just these 10 units, and after the 10th stamp is a completely normal multi, no guarantees, but you get an item in your inventory afterwards that will let you pick one of these units. So this is an amazing value, okay? And you know, there's also some small... These are the most valuable stamina items, by the way. Each of these is good for 100 stamina. They are... they do not have an expiration date, and they take up a slot. So it sounds like, okay, they're just stamina herbs that are twice as good, right? Like, twice as much stamina. No, because stamina herbs cap at 99. And most day 1 players have gotten there before, or close. You know, I don't think I've ever let mine hit the cap, because you lose them, I believe. But so you can only save so many regular stamina herbs. These guys, they're their own stack in the menu, so you can save these for the best events, which right now I would say, point out if I'm wrong, but would be triple rank mats and figs. Anything that drops figs, and by that I mean, you know, whatever currency you farm to trade in for frags, you know, they're figs. So this is just a slide. This is the Halloween event. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that's cute. You'll probably be able to get these guys as an icon, so I'm sure some of you will be excited about that. Those are cute Halloween costumes. This dude is farmable. I didn't point out any of the other farmable A ranks, but this guy, I think that looks cool. Okay. Let's see. This is, I don't know, Spooky Veronica? Halloween Veronica, whatever they'll call her. Surprise, she's going to be super strong, it looks like. She gives herself 100% physical and martial evasion. It's funny that we have to specify physical and martial now, because there's breath evasion coming up. Anyway, yeah, so whenever anybody in your party inflicts any status ailment, I believe. It's a long list. It should be all of them. She's going to get a 1-turn 100% evasion. It only triggers 3 times. I don't know if it can trigger when she already has it, because I believe it's... I don't know. It's either 1 or 2 turns. I think there's different conditions. I think there's a condition that makes it 2 turns. But, yeah, and then her First Awakening, I believe, reduces her... It either increases her damage or... I think it reduces her damage by 30% when she's over 50% HP. But yeah, you can see she's got some good range here. That's her coup de grace. It has a 10% chance of landing all of the status ailments. Each one has their own chance. And it'll be large typeless spell damage as well. Other things. She's going to be able to inflict a lot of random status ailments, possibly. So, yeah, she looks pretty strong. I know people are excited about her, and that's adorable. That's an adorable thing. So, there you go. Technically, she's over 18, so disgusting. All right. Let me see. Yeah, it came with a training support campaign, so double rewards you can earn for target quest gold. So there's probably a double gold in XP. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I mean, so it means there's going to be a tome event. It looks like tome campaign rather, and double gold on some stages. All right, and all right, there we are. That's the end, guys. So that is everything to expect over the next 3 months. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and good luck. I'll be back with more soon.